Hello students, our today's topic is dimensions of business environment. Students, in our earlier class we had learned what is business environment, what are its features and its importance. Now when we were talking about the features of business environment, we learned one thing, and that is about the general and the specific forces which constitute the business environment. And we learned one thing, that general forces are those forces which are operating outside the business environment, over which the business doesn't have any control, and it impacts all the business organizations which is operating. And those forces or factors may be of various types. It may be economic, it may be social, it may be legal, it may be political, it may be technological. So components or dimensions of business environment may be divided into 5 parts, and these are the 5 parts. So we have learned one thing, that there is need to understand this environment in a proper manner, so that the businesses, they can plan out their policies and strategies according to the changes which happens in this environment, and they improve their performance. So we have learned this. Now we will be talking about what are these different types of environment or dimensions or components of business environment, and these are basically the general environmental factors. So first of all, it is the economic environment. What is economic environment? From the name itself, it suggests that environment consists of those factors, those forces or those conditions. So when we say economic environment, that means all the economic factors which may impact the economy, and that impact will be on the business enterprises also. The economy's impact is always on the working of the business organizations. So when we talk about economic environment, these are some of the factors. We will try to understand it with the help of different examples, how it can impact the working of the business enterprises, and that is why there is need to understand this environment in a proper manner by each and every business organization. So major constituents which is part of economic factor may be interest rate. Changes in any kind of interest rate, that may affect the economy, and that will also affect the working of the business organizations. Inflation rate, that may impact the economy, and hence that is going to impact the businesses through the demand of the customers. Stock market indices, with the, you may say, different types of policies which is adopted by the government, there is impact on the stock market also. That is also part of the economic environment. Value of rupee, certainly, because money has purchasing power, and certainly the value of rupee impacts the functioning of the economy, and henceforth it will impact the working of the business enterprises also. If the value, there is devaluation or there is evaluation of the rupee, it certainly impacts the working of the economy and the business enterprises. And the disposable income, the money which the consumers, they have in there for utilization, that is what is the disposable income. So the amount of money which they have for disposal, that is what is the disposable income, that also impacts the business decisions. So in this way, these are some of the economic environmental factors, and when we try to understand it, we understand it in the way that those factors or those conditions which prevail in the economy in such a way that its impact to the business enterprises may be both positive and negative. For example, if we talk about the interest rate, there can be both long-term interest rate and short-term interest rate. If the policy is such of the government that low long-term interest rate is available for the customers in the market, then customers, what they will do? They will utilize that money in order to purchase, you may say, heavy investment assets. That may be in the form of vehicle, that may be in the form of home. So whom it is going to benefit? It is going to benefit the automobile industry or the real estate sector. So in this way, the businesses should be aware about the policy of the government regarding the interest rates, that if the government is providing through RBI, because over all the economic factors, the RBI certainly is the regulator of the economic factors. So if the policies are such that low long-term interest rate is provided to the customers in the market, automatically it will be beneficial for such types of businesses, automobile business, real estate business, etc. We can take one more example, disposable income. That means the income which you can spend or which you have in your pocket for disposal. If the purchasing power of the customers is more, then what will happen? There will be more demand in the market. And if there is more demand in the market, automatically what will happen? The businesses that is going to be in advantageous position. Similarly, the value of rupee, the rise and fall in the value of rupee affects the purchasing power and the supply of money, and henceforth we see that the businesses that can also be impacted. Stock market indices, the policy of demonetization which was adopted by the government, it led to, in a day, the stock markets fell. If there is fall in the stock market, it is the effect of economic environment. Inflation rates, that means rise in price, that is going to affect the demand of the products, and if the demand is impacted, automatically it is going to impact the business organizations also. More is the demand, more will be the production and the supply, and vice versa. So these are all parts of the economic environment. With the help of various examples we have tried to understand, and we have to understand one more thing, that regulator of economic environment is always RBI. Now we move on to the social environment. The second is the social environment. Under social environment comes the following constituents, because all the social factors which may impact the working of the business, that is all part of the social environment. So it may be related with the society. Social means the society. So society's customs and traditions, social values, social trends, and social expectations. These are the four major constituents which are part of social environment. For example, one by one we will try to understand customs and traditions. How the customs and traditions that impact the working of the, this is customs and traditions, it is followed by the society. That is why it is called, it is a part of social environment. So customs and traditions means those, you may say, rituals which is followed by the society from age old period. So it may be in the form of various festivals. For example, festivals. We have seen in our country during the time of Diwali, during the time of Eid, during the time of Holi, what happens? The demand of some of the products automatically increase in the market. For example, due to Diwali festival, there is increase in demand of confectionery item. So what does it show? It is a social impact, and that comes in the category of customs and traditions. Because of the following of that custom and tradition, we see that during the festival season the demand increases of those items. It may be clothes, it may be gifts, it may be confectionery items, whatever it may be. But businesses which are dealing in such types of products, if they don't have knowledge, if they don't have understanding about this change which takes place because of the customs and traditions, then they will be in a loss. So they have to understand that this is one of the factor, social factor, which impacts the businesses. So those who are alert, they will make preparations for providing varieties to the people so that they fetch more and more customers during such types of seasons. Christmas season, Holi season, Eid season, Diwali season, Dashera season, whenever the demand of the product. So it is affecting the businesses. Similarly, the social values. Values means something which the society holds in high esteem. We have learned about values earlier also, and it has moral connotation behind it. When we talk social values in business terms, it includes three things. When we talk about social value in business terms, it includes three things. The first is the freedom. Freedom to the customers to avail varieties. They always welcome. We are talking in terms of business. Social values in business terms. Freedom to operate in the market. Then the second social value in business terms will be the social responsibility of business towards society. What are the obligations? Society always holds it in high esteem. So social freedom in terms of freedom of choice, you may say social responsibility of business, each and every business organizations, and policy of no discrimination. That is also something which is a part of business value, social value and business value. So if those they have to be aware, organizations have to be aware that while they are providing the goods and services, there should always be a possibility of freedom of choice provided to the customers. If business enterprises operate in such a way that they provide this freedom of choice, they fulfill the social responsibility, they have no discriminatory policies towards the customers, towards the employees, and towards the various stakeholders of business, those who are directly or indirectly associated with business, automatically it fulfills the social values, and the society will always uphold such business organizations and have a positive attitude towards them, society. So businesses have to be aware about it and follow its practices and you may say strategies in that manner. Now third thing which comes as a part of social environment is social trends. When we talk about social trends, we have learned earlier also, trends, there can be in the form of positive trends or in the form of negative trends, and businesses have to know about the trends which prevails in the market. Positive trends are the opportunities which businesses, they have to avail it and utilize it so that they certainly improve their performance and bring about positive change. And when we talk about the negative trends, that is a warning signal to the business organizations to be alert and devise their course of action according to it. So if, for example, if there is health and fitness trend prevailing in the market, this is one of the trend nowadays which is prevailing in the market. So it can act as both opportunity and threat. Opportunity for those who will fulfill the expectations of the society by producing such types of products or providing such types of services which is always healthy and beneficial for the society. For example, mineral water industry, it will be beneficial. For soft drink industries which are providing, you may say, diet free soft drinks or organic foods, for them it will always be an opportunity because there is health and fitness trend. For those who are spoiling the health and fitness of the society, it will be a threat and a warning for them. For example, for tobacco industry, for liquors, those who are dealing in alcohol or liquor industry, for them it will always be something which they need to be aware about, and accordingly they will have to devise their business strategies and practices, then only they will be successful in the society. The final is the social expectations. From business, what does the society expect? If the society expects, for example, we can take an example. In terms of business, that business organizations providing reservation to physically handicapped people or providing employment opportunities to minorities, this is all what is part of society, what the society expects from the business, and if the business is providing it, it is the expectation, social expectation which is fulfilled. So when we talk about social environment, it includes customs and traditions, social values, social trends and social expectations. Now third, we come to technological environment. In technological environment comes all the scientific inventions and innovations related with business, which includes new ways of doing business or new methods of operating business and new methods of producing goods and services. When we talk about technological environment, because we see that technology is something which keeps on changing, and how does change is brought about in the society, and why it is necessary for the businesses to be aware about those technological factors or technological you may say forces which is operating and bringing about the change in the society, and they also have to adapt according to those changes, otherwise there is no place for them in the society. So those technologies are basically related with the innovations and inventions. For example, the coming of the computers. Now if the computers came, now all the sectors slowly and slowly they started updating themselves and adopting the new technology, and that was the computer age which arrived. So that was the technological change. Newer ways of doing business. Earlier, for example, we can take a very simple example. Traditional method of doing business, going to the shops, purchasing everything, physically being present there. Nowadays, what we are doing, having online shopping, where everything is virtually available on the computers and we can place orders through that and get the shopping done. Just store it in our cart and place the order. So online payment system, the traditional system of payment, that has also replaced the online payment. Online ticket booking system. So these are all what? New ways of doing business. There can be new methods of producing goods and services, and that is related with invention of ballpoint pen, or you may say change of you may say revolution in the field of writing, by replacing ball pen with fountain pen with ball pen or gel pen. Then there can be technological innovations also, and innovations in the field of robotics, in the field of engineering. These things can also be a part of all technological environment. Next is the political environment. Political environment मतलब देश की सरकार, the government of the country, the constitution of our country, the political parties of our country. So all those are the aspects of political environment, and basically it includes two things: political conditions and attitude of the elected government officials towards business. Political environment includes two things, because we have the party in power, its policies, that is going to create the political condition of the country, and the attitude of the elected government officials towards business. We can understand it with the help of examples. Political conditions. Political conditions can be both stable and unstable. So if we have a government which creates a political atmosphere that there is and assures the people that there is stability of this government, and whatever policies it forms, that is going to you may say be implemented properly, and it will be for the welfare of the people. Automatically, stable government that is going to assure the businesses and create a favorable atmosphere for the business. Whereas if there is unstable government, if the political setup is such that the government is unstable, we do not know whether how long this government is going to continue and its policies. So what will be happen? It is going to be create an unfavorable atmosphere for the businesses to operate. So stability and instability both, it impacts the working of the businesses. So businesses, they have to observe the political environment of the country and take decisions accordingly. For example, in Jammu and Kashmir, we see that the situation, the elected party and everything, if it is unable to control the terror effect and those things, automatically it is not safe for the businesses to operate in such places. So it will be unfavorable. And the businesses, they will certainly not feel secure in operating business in those places. So the atmosphere is not good there. The second is attitude of the elected government officials towards business. Now the government frames policy. For example, we can take the example of the liberalization policy of 1991, which was adopted by the government, the new economic policy. And this new economic policy certainly went for LPG, liberalization, privatization and globalization. So if this new policy was adopted, the systems and the environment, political environment of the country should be such, and the government should certainly make the environment so cozy that it becomes easy for outsiders to come and operate its business in India. But this did not happen. Although this policy was adopted, but what it was observed that once the outsiders, the foreigners, they used to come for investment in India, there were still the bureaucratic red tape system, very rigid and stringent, operating in India, as a result of which the businesses from outside did not feel safe to come and open or invest in India. So in this way we see that political environment also impacts the business, and in political environment comes the political conditions and attitude of the elected government officials towards business. Finally is the legal environment. Legal means Kanun. And first of all, we have to understand one thing. Why are the laws? It is related with laws. Laws are made for the people, to provide rights to the people, to protect the people. And that is why government from time to time, through legislation, through administrative orders, through the court judgments, and through the decisions of the various agencies and commissions of the government at various levels, it tries to devise different laws to protect the people and safeguards their rights and interests. So 4 things are there. Legal environment, how is it created? Through legislations, through administrative orders of the government, through court judgments, and through the decisions of the various commissions and agencies which is appointed by the government at various levels, state level, central level and local level. Now, if the legal environment, because of this legal environment we are having so many acts. Consumer Protection Act 1986, Factory Act, and so many other acts. Monopolistic and Restrictive Trade Practices Act, MRTP Act, Trade Union Act, Workers' Compensation Act, Industrial Disputes Act. There are so many. And businesses, once these acts they are passed by the parliament or state legislatures, that becomes a law. I mean, if it becomes a law, each and every business organization should be aware about those acts and laws. Because non-abidance of laws is an offense. To abide the laws, there is need to be awareness. You cannot say because I did not know about this law, I did this. It will be a criminal offense. So first thing is that each and every business organization should be aware about the various laws which have been passed from time to time by the government, so that they can operate their business within the jurisdictions of the government's guidelines. For example, there is a law, advertisements of alcoholic beverages should be prohibited. So law has been passed. If it has been passed, then none of the business organization, even if it is dealing in alcohol, it cannot advertise openly. Advertisement of cigarettes and pan masalas should always give a warning. So there is always a warning. Cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Or drinking alcohol is always life threatening. You have seen in many movies, whenever such kinds of scenes also come, we see that always the government guidelines is followed and immediately that caption is seen. So what does it show? It shows that businesses, they have to be aware about it and they have to implement those laws, or you may say the legalities which is associated, in order to operate their business successfully in the society. So these were some of the general dimensions of business, and each and every business organization should be aware about it and abide by it to come successfully, you may say, in operating its business, and see that it is within the rules and the regulations of the country. With this part is over. Next we will be talking about economic environment in India in our next lecture. Thank you.